Hello! This week we're making a really brightly coloured tartan pattern in Procreate using half and quarter snapping guides. It's a really simple technique, and once you've mastered it, you'll be able to use it for lots of different patterns too. If you want to follow along with me, you'll need a 12-inch canvas at 300 dpi. And if you want the exact colours that I'll be using, you can get the Procreate swatch palette from my freebie library. A link for that will be in the description. So let's get started. First of all, I am going to set my background colour to this green colour here. Then on this layer here, I'm going to fill it with this pink colour. Then I'm going to grab the whole thing and we're going to make sure we've got snapping and magnetics on, and we are going to drag it across and snap it to the edge of the canvas here. You'll see two orange lines there and you'll know that it's snapped exactly halfway. Then we're going to drag this back into the middle and centre it. And it's probably not showing up the best there, but there are two orange lines there intersecting. So we know that that is in the middle of the canvas now. Now we're going to duplicate this layer, tap to transform, and we're going to rotate it round 90 degrees. This one, we're going to change the blend mode to linear burn. And you can see where it overlaps there with the other colour, we get this really nice intense pink colour showing through. So that's the first part of our tartan pattern done. Now this bottom layer, the one that's got the normal blend mode on it, I'm going to duplicate that layer and I'm going to drag it over here and snap it again to the edge. You'll see orange lines along the bottom and going up there. And let go, and that will get cut off the edge, and now we've got this strip that is a quarter of a width of the canvas. So we can drag that back into the middle and centre it. And I'm going to change the blend mode on this one to linear burn again. I'm going to swipe to duplicate it, tap to transform, and then rotate it around 90 degrees and let that go there. And you can see how this tartan pattern is building up with all these different blend modes that we've got. If we swipe down with 3 fingers and we copy all and then come up to the top here, swipe down and paste, I'm just going to show you a quick preview of what we have already. I'm going to drag this up until it says 1800 pixels and snaps to the middle. Then we can duplicate and snap that into all the other corners. So that's what we have so far, and what I want to do is build some lines into here. So that is going to be the edges of our tile. These edges here. I'm going to grab this quarter size one here, I'll duplicate that one and we'll bring it up to the top, and I'm going to change the blend mode back to normal for this one. So now I'm going to grab this one, I'm going to drag it over to the edge there so it snaps into place, and then I'm going to tap to transform again and I'm going to centre it on the edge there, so we've got an orange line going up and an orange line going across. Then I'm going to duplicate it and snap it over to this edge, not on the seam, we're just moving it up to the edge. Then we can duplicate that one again, rotate it 90 degrees and snap that one up to the top there, making sure we've got all those lines showing us that it's snapped into place. And then we can duplicate that one and put it down on the bottom. Now on these ones, we're going to change the blend mode on all of these to screen. And I think all that this pattern needs now is just a thin line going down the middle there. So we can grab this one here, we'll duplicate that and we'll bring it up to the top. I'm changing the blend mode back to normal for now. I'm going to alpha lock this, I'm going to fill it with the green colour, and we will tap to transform, and again we're going to cut this in half by snapping it over there like that. Then we can centre it in the middle, making sure that that is properly centred in the middle of the document there. Swipe to duplicate and we will rotate it 90 degrees, and we're going to change the blend mode back to screen for these. There we go. So we've got all these different colours in this design created from just these two colours here using all those blend modes, and we didn't have to draw anything. This was all made by filling layers and snapping things and cutting them in half at the edges. So let's see how this is tiling now. Let's group all these together so that we can easily turn them off in a second. So what we want to do now is swipe down with 3 fingers, copy all, swipe down again and paste. So then we'll turn these layers off so that when we move this in a minute, it's not trying to snap to anything else down there. So we'll tap to transform and we'll drag this up there. My document is 3600 pixels or 12 inches, so I need it to say 1800 there, and you will see the orange lines, and then you can let go. Then we'll duplicate that, drag it across, snap those two together, duplicate, and drag that down, and that is our tartan pattern tiling nicely. If you want to make it smaller again, you can merge these two together, swipe to duplicate, bring these up like that, merge them together and drag those down there. And that is our crazy Christmas pattern all finished. If you found this video useful, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for tips and tutorials like this every week. Thank you for watching, have fun, stay creative, and I will see you next time.